sessions, Suraj, Vikram, AB, ET, and our headliner, Sai. You'll also get a chance to join the show with a one-liner I'll be asking you to. Type this in the chat. Happy Mother's Day, period. My mom, blah, 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 blah. I will give you examples, okay? Happy Mother's Days, period. My mom is half Japanese, half bitch, and now she's 100% dead. Second example, okay? My mom had 6 kids. She called us by numbers to make sure she could count on us.
Oh.
So the best one get a chance to perform, and I will read the worst ones out loud. No pressure, this is a judgment-free, comedy-safe zone, but I will roast bad jokes with love. And if you're enjoying the vibe, you can find me on Instagram, Reisha in Lisbon, and my chaotic thoughts live on vaginasona.com. Okay, without irritating you more, now let's start the show by clapping and cheers. Yay! Okay, now our first comic. About our first comic. Give it up for Suraj. Number one comic. He's a full-time comedian now, which just means he will use all 8 minutes. From him, you can expect 30 voice impressions that more than enough to confuse his neighbor to thinking he's hosting an Indian family reunion. 50 puns, maybe a breakdown, and a self-roast habit that would make his therapist rich. Make some noise for Suraj from the US. Yay! Suraj, the time is yours.
Thank you so much, Rashia. So a kind request to the folks in the room, the audience, if you can turn on your cameras, please do. Or if you, what do you say, can unmute yourself if you don't have background noise, please do. That'll be a great start to our show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Rashia. And that was a fantastic introduction of me. Number one comic. I know you meant in the lineup, but I'll take that number one comic. Because nobody ever calls me that.
What?
Yeah, but no, seriously, Resha, thank you, and thank you for saying my name correctly. Yes, it's much better than the American open mic that I did recently, where the host not only mispronounced my name, but they were so confident that they made a rhyme out of my name. A rhyme, yes. Like he was like, "Here's my man Suraj coming all the way from the garage." Garage?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Oh, if you think that's good, wait till you hear this. But I just have to say, I was like, no, I'm from India, not the garage. And it's not Suraj. And it's not Suraj. It's Suraj. Suraj. And that turned out to be a mistake that I made, as in I regretted it, because then he was like, "Oh, wait, let me fix that for you. Here's my man Suraj coming all the way from sewage." No, what is this? This is worse. Please don't do rhymes. Please. My humble request. Like, if you take Abby here, imagine he's going to the mic and somebody says, "Here's my man Abby, and he loves to drive a cabbie." He won't like that. He won't like that.
I am driving the cabbie. Okay.
Oh, he's actually laughing and enjoying it. Okay. Or here's my man Vikram. He loves to beat his own drum. And you'll be like, "No, I don't beat my own drum. Sorry." Stop making rhymes. Remember, you're a comedian, not Kanye West, okay? But I have to say that making an effort to help Americans say my name correctly is a lot like a sewage. Yes, it is a lot like a sewage. Because all my efforts end up going down the drain. Yeah, that's my first wordplay of the night or of the day, wherever you are. Yeah, going down the drain, just like my dating life. Speaking about my dating life, I went to a nightclub recently and I noticed a girl checking me out from head to toe and smiling at me as if she was about to giggle, like, mm. So I went up to her and I asked her, "Do you like me?" And the good news is she told me the three words that every guy expects as a response to that. Close your zipper. Oops. Oops. After what happened, now I know that the next time I go to a nightclub, I'll be really careful to make sure that I leave my zipper open. That's the only way to get attention, it seems. No, just kidding. Don't do that, please. But on that note, I want to speak about an embarrassing incident that happened recently. So there was a cat in my neighborhood that used to make this noise. Did you hear that? Yes. So it used to make this kind of noise, and I would make the noise right back at it, and it would look at me like this and run away. I'd be like, why is it responding like that? Why is it freaked out? So I Googled what are the different kinds of cat noises. And you know what this cat noise means? It means I asked the cat if it wants to have sex with me. Oh. I teased the cat.
Oh my God.
What is this cat going to do next? Is it going to go on Twitter and put out a post with hashtag meow too? Oh. I can't believe it. I can't believe I traumatized a cat. But one thing I learned here, guys, one thing I learned here is that if a human makes this noise, you're definitely not getting pussy. Cat. Pussy cat. Okay? Don't get the wrong ideas. Now I want to show you a photo. So you all have to look at your screens. Can you see this? My background? There was a time I used to do comedy looking like this. And that is what a 1-year-old post-breakup depression looks like. But no. So while every comedian measures their comedy journey by the number of laughs, by the number of open spots or featured spots that they get, I had to measure mine where the host did not introduce me as the Hindu Jesus. Oh, Hindu Jesus. And then he would say something like, "Hey, Hindu Jesus, tell me, can you convert curry into wine?" "No, I don't convert curry into wine." Or, "Hey, Jesus, you work in IT. Do you convert software code into wine?" Arey, stop these conversion jokes. No, I don't. It's frustrating for me. But then there's that one comedian who'll be like, "No, you don't look like the Hindu Jesus." And I'll be like, "Thank you. You're sensible. You're smart. Thank you." But then he would say, "But if Jesus and Jason Momoa had a baby together, that will definitely be you." That's what they say in America. But you know what they say in India for the Indian folks? "I am the love child of Jesus and Baba Ramdev." I got fed up of these jokes. I got fed up. So I decided to cut my hair, as you can see. But I don't have a beard anymore. I cut my hair short so that people would stop calling me Jesus. And it worked. They don't call me Jesus anymore. Now they call me short hair Jesus. Ayyo. Ayyo. But the good thing is, guys, good thing is, finally, people now wish me happy Easter and not happy resurrection. Yes, that's the best part. And I guess my time is up. So thank you so much. And I just have to say that, Rashia, after listening to my final bit, you may have lost interest in the Jesus of Dicks. Now back to you.
Yes. Yes. Forgot. No, that's not how my orgasm sound. Okay, guys. Okay, so Suraj, that's amazing. That's amazing. I mean, if only ET can, learn from you. You mean you're not alone when there are cats around, right? So, all right. So, to keep, you will never be alone. The energy running, our second comic is Vikram. I'm gonna introduce you to Vikram, ex-banker, Indian #1 lazy bones, according to his mom, of course. If you laugh, you are complicit in his career switch. Here's Vikram.
Hey, hi everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. So I think Suraj mentioned something about not beating my own drum, but I don't mind occasionally beating my own trumpet. I hope you guys are okay with that. Because somebody has to, you can imagine. Kind of going to jump right into it. I'd say something like, as a family, we've seen a lot of wealth. And we've also seen it all blown away. Like one time, my mom asked me in complete panic, Vikram, I can either pay for your dad's medical bills or your sister's hospital bills, or I can pay for the lawyer so that I don't possess the house. And I was like, Mom, I'm 13 years old. This is the year 1996. My biggest concern at this point should be how to download porn over a dial-up internet connection. Like back then, the internet was so slow to download a 5-minute porn clip, it would take 5 days. Which means by the time you finally finish downloading the file, you have grown up and the porn star has retired also. But somehow I managed to salvage the situation at home. Then when I was 17 years old, I was sitting all alone in the High Court of Bombay, where the National Stock Exchange of India, who had ruined us completely, was asking for even more money at an interest rate of 48% and 56%. I remember sitting there, thinking, look, you have already destroyed us completely, ruined us completely. What more do you want? And at this point, the National Stock Exchange started feeling like one of those Indian middle-class families that absolutely squeezes the very life out of the toothpaste tube, till it's almost strangled to death. Like you could literally imagine them as a middle-class family who are rolling a rolling pin over and over till you can hear the screams of the soul of the toothpaste tube while it dies, It's just completely ridiculous, the kind of way I was thinking. So I was thinking now, okay, what do we do now? What is the solution to this? What should we do? Should I sell dad's kidney? But unfortunately, my dad had a kidney transplant when I was 2.5 years old, so that was not an option. What I started doing was I started selling pirated software to my batchmates in school and college. I guess you could say I was ahead of my time on hustle culture. Remember, guys, instead of feeling sorry for me, if you laugh, that's what will give me much more encouragement. So I hope you can understand that. See, one of my uncles, he said, Vikram, you had no childhood. And I was like, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. I'm a child now. Like, at the age of 41, I still go clothes shopping with my mom. Happy Mother's Day, Mama. See, it's a bad habit that I've picked up. Because see, to be independent, you have to be okay with making mistakes. But when we were in the pits financially, making mistakes in clothes shopping was not an option. Like, okay, I bought the wrong pair of jeans, great. Now I have to buy more and get another pair of jeans, but that was financially not an option to spend more money. Or I should transform like one of those gym dude bros and somehow make myself fit into the pair that I had just bought. Or maybe I could just ask dad to take one dialysis injection less. But guys, it's okay. You can laugh, right? You can laugh, guys. You can laugh because see, I know you're thinking, oh man, this is going to be one of those sad stories. I came here for a stand-up show, but guys, don't worry. Life always gives you a chance to go back. Okay, always gives you a chance to go back. Because 26 years after these incidents, India's financial portal moneycontrol.com got in touch with me saying that they want me to write down a comedy takedown piece poking fun at a large financial institution who was in the news for a mismanagement controversy. And guys, I'm going to let you guys guess which was the financial institution thing they asked me to mock. It was the National Stock Exchange of India. Can you beat that?
Wow.
They got in touch with and money control has no idea about anything that's happened with us. Okay, just imagine that. Yes, I think Sai said life is full circle. Money control is clueless about this, and they just get in touch with me saying, "Can you do a comedy takedown piece on this?" I was like, "Okay, let me check my karma calendar." Okay, there's ex-girlfriend who was crazy, ex-girlfriend who probably cheated on me, and the National Stock Exchange of India. I told them, yes, I think I could do that. I think I could possibly do that. Let's see. Okay. The National Stock Exchange of India is standing on my dad's dead body, on my burnt out house, and my slaughtered childhood. I could motivate myself to write something like that. And I was so motivated. Overnight, I went through the entire 190-page circular that SEBI, the market regulator, put out against them. And I extracted joke after joke, trying to screw these guys over. I was like, this time, my friend, I am the middle class family, and the National Stock Exchange is the toothpaste joke. This is happening. In fact, guys, see, there is some redemption here. You can laugh, right? See, I told you life will always give you a chance to go back because it doesn't end there. That's not all. There was a guy out there called Ravi Narayan, who was that the MD of National Stock Exchange of India at that time, who had backstabbed my father and put us in that situation. I got to mock him in the article, calling him Kavi Narayan, a failed poet and a failed stand-up comedian. Because Kavi means poet. So, guys, you can say that in some ways by calling him Kavi Narayan, I was literally getting poetic justice. Guys, that's not all. That's not all. Okay. Now, money control has no idea about the background of my life and what has happened. They had only got in touch with me for that one article. That's all. They didn't have anything else in mind. But that one article, because of my self-motivation, it landed so well. It landed so well that Money Control went ahead and gave me a regular column called Funny Control, which went on to become. Yeah, guys, you can check out. You can Google it online. You can find that particular article also. I can share it in the chat. Gave me a column called Funny Control that ran for 3 years and was India's only financial humor column. And it allowed me to become India's only dedicated business humor columnist, guys. So now tell me, do you think there's no God, there's no full circle, or this universe, something that's not working to make all this shit work? I mean, if you don't believe in that, then you don't believe in stand-up comedy, man. That's all I'm going to say. So guys, enjoy that story.
Great.
Okay. I'm noting the laughter as a yes, hopefully. Yes. Because that's the best gift you can do me, guys. You can just laugh at the story and you can follow me on Instagram at the rate Vikram Podar Comedian. Check me out everywhere. Vikram Podar on YouTube as well. And guys, if you really like the story, you can write to the editor at Money Control, Chanpreet, saying that we loved Funny Control and we would like to see the column restored. That's something that you can do as well. Mother's Day, it will make my mom very happy, guys. Not for me. Just wanted to check with the host, Resha. I have a small poem as well. Is it okay to read that or I'm out of time? You can let me know, whatever. I'm fine either way.
Oh, you can do it.
Okay. It goes, okay, I guess we can dedicate this to Resha today. It works, I think, perfectly given the overall three. As I sat there chanting her name, she rose from the sea, a vision to behold. Searing heat of passion, even on a night so cold. A fleeting glance, the gentle sway of her hips, flawless, Aphrodite in all her vanity. Aphrodite in all her vanity. Like a dream, her being descends upon me. A halo, an incandescent glow surrounding, haunting. Lips that descend onto mine, sharing secrets of the night, of words I have never known. Our bodies grind and thrash, for we know time is fleeting. Our screams mock the silence of the night. Then with one glance at the rising sun, she smiles. The rays of light bringing darkness onto my world, for then she's gone, ripping a piece of my soul along. As I lay there torn and trembling, a mere mortal touched by a goddess, I can only whisper and whisper her name. Gracia, Gracia, Gracia.
Wow.
And that's
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
She's going to take a flight there now.
Okay.
that's it for me, guys. You've been a wonderful audience, and thanks when you laugh at my story, it really makes me feel good.
Guys, wow, amazing. Okay, give it up for Vikram.
Thank you, thank you.
Also, guys, I also forgot to ask you to clap for Suraj earlier, so let's clap. Better late than never, Suraj. I'm sorry. You blow my mind. The cat. Oh my God, you're the guy. You're the man.
No, you didn't write a poem for her, so no problem.
Okay, the cat and me both. Wait away. Let's let's call our third comic, Abby Sir. So I'm gonna read a little bit about Abby. He's from Malaysia, 15 years in construction, but still no blueprint for his joke. Build stages, train minds, and now wreck audience, maybe. Give it up for Abby!
All right. Am I on? Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, let's give it up to Suraj again for the second time. No, I haven't heard bestiality jokes for quite some time, And yeah, give it up to Vikram again. You should have written for the Lehman Brothers, before they went down or something. Yeah. You find all the financial companies in the US that's about to go bankrupt. Look for Vikram. He will give you a speech that will make you feel better.
Thank you so much.
So my name is Abby. I'm the sunburn version of CeeLo Green. I'm also the sunburn version of Santa Claus, working at your nearby Tesco, now known as Lotus, that automatically made me the sunburn version of the Laughing Buddha. Okay, where do I start? You look at Lazada to buy gifts for your mom on Mother's Day. So I called my mom today and I said, have you changed the phone? Say, would you like me to get you a phone? Please don't get phone for me. Save your money. Buy a house. Build a family. Yep, mothers haven't changed. I think regardless wherever you are, they don't want you to buy anything. I said, you are not answering the question. Please answer the question. And yeah, dads read the manual. Moms are the manual. If you fall down, your father will just ask you to get up and walk. But then if you fall down, your mom comes with Dettol and bandage and the insurance cover for your next medical claim. And when you look for gifts for your mom, right? So I was looking around in here we have Lazada, your version of Amazon. I found a few weird stuff. The weirdest stuff I found in my life. Number one is this toy gun. Each toy gun, what is the motto? Give your child a happy childhood. What? By giving them a toy gun. They will have a happy childhood because you gave them a toy gun. I think this toy gun sold well in Iraq and Syria. Next, a twin pack pepper spray, specially formulated for men and women. What are you going to do with this spray? You walk down an alley, someone tries to rob you. If Resha tries to rob you, you use the pink spray. You know, if Suraj tries to rob you, you use the blue one. If you're not sure, what do you use? Both. Next. The next funny one is my favorite. A silent LED alarm clock.
What?
Who in their right mind buys a silent alarm clock? You know, you are going to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, sharp 6 o'clock. And then you press snooze. 5 minutes later.
Oh, my son would love that one.
And how are you going to... So what happens? How do you refund this? Excuse me, sir, I would like to refund this because my alarm clock made noise. The weird things. My next weird thing, public transport. Do you all have Grab? So, you know, they have Lyft, you have your Uber. So here we call it Grab. Who in their right mind calls a e-hailing company Grab? Perverts. I'm going to grab you. Hello, sir, please welcome. This is my welcome to Grab. I'm here to grab you to your destination. And you know what? In Malaysia, Grab kind of merged with Uber because of competition. So Uber bought 25% of Grab. I got worried. What are they going to name the app? Grabber. There are 200,000 grabbers in Malaysia. You know, Malaysians use the Grabber app to commute to work daily and make a living. And you know the thing with Grab, you can never predict their fares. It used to be predictable, but now no. You can predict what will happen in the US, but you can never predict what is your fare. Sometimes during peak hours, the fare is low. Sometimes when it rains, the fare is low. You don't know what. And then suddenly, like, you know, the Grab fare is like a box of chocolate. You don't know how much you are going to pay, and you don't know which has nuts in them. Next. Yeah, call the grabber. Wait. After the show, you call the grabber, okay? Next, navigation. You know how dependent people are on navigation nowadays? These e-hailing drivers, your Grab keeps refreshing and refreshing and refreshing. You know, sometimes my Grab gets so annoyed with me, I call it frustratio. You know, when I make a wrong turn, idiot, I asked you to turn left. Why did you turn right? I don't know why my app is sounding like my mother. I asked you to turn left, turn right. You know how hard it is for me to recalculate? I am not Chinese. I cannot recalculate. Now you go to your wrong destination. With that, I will end by saying Happy Mother's Day and back to you, Resha. Thank you.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow, fantastic, Abby. That's almost a blueprint right there, by the way. And guys, please clap for Abby.
Yes, yes. Please clap for me. Thank you. Thank you.
My weird things will be collecting accents and sorry, that oh wow, my voice?
We can hear you clearly. Some echo that's happening at the same
No,
time.
you need to turn off you mute your phone.
Yeah.
Don't have
If you're on two devices, you mute one of them.
no, I do one and you know
It's
Oh,
fine now. It
okay.
looks like it's fine now.
I
It's
do
fine
one
now.
Or your
and
speakers are near to your monitor or something.
yeah, yes. By the way, okay, guys,
It's
I
fine.
think we arrive in that this is the time for us to, you know, calling one of our audience with their like one-liner Mother's Day. Okay, I'm gonna call someone that is all
Lorna has,
nice. All nice. No, what? Lorna?
Lorna had an answer. Nandini had an answer
No,
for your.
no.
All right. Hey, Lorna, do you want to try?
I didn't have an answer. I just wrote down the question for the audience.
All right. Okay.
Nandini.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Chan. Happy Mother's Day. My mom's spirit was coming, and yet I was born. Okay, this is okay. I would love to hear you, Chan, performing this. Okay, give it up for Chan. Are you here?
Yes,
Turn on
I'm
your
here.
video. I would like to see your face.
Yeah, if I will see my face, I'm in my PJ.
All right.
Yeah. You want to see
Yeah,
my
share the jokes. Share
pizza?
the jokes. Where
Yeah.
is it? Where is it? Where are you?
He's here. He's here. Let me spotlight it.
Okay. Can you perform it, Chan? All right. Let's give it up for Chan. Woo!
Woohoo!
Yeah. Talking about Mother's Day, yeah. When I was born, I never know that I come out from which womb, Can be a colorful womb like white color or black color or brown color.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
man.
Oh. So basically, unfortunately, it came out from a very pinkish and womb, yeah. So that's why I'm or yellowish, yeah. So how I call it, So when I go to Australia to study, they call me a yellow chinko, chinko. So chinko sometimes is they thought I'm Japanese, when I was walking on the street, they said, "Hey, you bloody chinko, why you walking around?" So they're sometimes they are a bit racist, Australian people. So luckily there's no Australian people here, yeah. There's South African people, yeah. But I respect them. They're also from the southern hemisphere, yeah. So basically,
Oh my.
anyway, Australian people sometimes they are a bit rude because when they go club, pub crawl, when they like to go for pub crawl. So when the pub crawling means that they go from one pub to another pub, and they have a place called Crazy Horse, yeah. So sometimes they ended up in Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse is like a new joint, where girls perform on the pole and all that, taking off the bra, the panties, everything, yeah. So it's just around the street. It's called Hindley Street in Adelaide. Yeah. So basically, this is how they do the performance. So when they get drunk, they do not know where they're going. So sometimes they sing, hey, why the woman looks so weird? Why she doesn't have any clothes on? Then she starts cheersing her beer to her. And the lady say, "Hey, what are you trying to do? I don't have any beer. Are you going to treat me some beer and pour on my body?" Saying that. So basically, and the lady was wondering, when she was performing. Then after that, she come close to the man, on the table, and she start crawling in and all that. And the guy was the eyes were so open, open up very big, and you're wondering, hey, why? Are you going to pour beer on me or what? I thought you're going to give me some tips by pouring beer on me. So, no. I don't want that, I don't want the beer. I just want money. But where are you going to take the money? You don't have any clothes on. You cannot put in anywhere, There's no place to put aside in your bra or anything, yeah. So why you need money, no, this is my tips. I need the money. It's for my living. The lady was talking to the guy. So basically, after that, the guy was so pissed off. So he walked out of the bar, telling his friend, why is this lady so funny? Why you don't want to take money from me? I mean, she wants to take money from me, but she don't want the beer, and yet she wants the beer on her body. So basically, the funny thing is that after I walked out of the bar, he was I was just a university student that time, So that was a very big eye opener. So you will never go into a crazy horse, And then why they call it a crazy horse, There's no horse inside there performing. Why only girls performing, no horses? Yeah. So yeah, so that's it for my joke. Thank you.
All right. Wow. Nice. Dark. I love it. By the way, Chan, I think your mom should sue you for defamation by being
Information.
okay. Thank you for being a good sport. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you, Chan. Again, this is our fourth comics. Okay. My new introduction will be long. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself. Coming to the stage is a man who has battled unemployment, heartbreaks, and his own bathroom acoustic. He's faced rejection from jobs, lovers, and even his bank. Yet he raises arm with nothing but a mic, a dream, and a rubber duck named Ducky. Please welcome the hero of the jobless, the voice of the voiceless, the sultan of self-deprecating comedy, Eleos Theophilus. By the way, these introductions are pre-given before the show. Yay!
I knew it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow comingers and fellow comedians all around the world, are you ready to listen to this miserable man?
No, never ready listening to you.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. I'm into listening to my comedy part, yeah. So yes, I would like to complain to my mom. Why you should give word to me? I had a lot of miserable moments in my life. And this time I would like to share about this. I got fired again. So I started talking to my rubber duck. Hi, my name is Ilias Theophilus. My teachers used to call me Ilios. My friends, you, yes, you. If you consider me as a friend, you can call me Theo. But my parents, my father and my mother, they call me disappointment. Oh, come on. Oh, mom, pa, I love you. Yeah, I love to make you disappoint to me. Well, which is actually my Indonesian zodiac name, yes. Disappointment is an Indonesian zodiac. And a lot of people are afraid of hates. So hard. Not me. You are too easy, lah. It's too easy for me. I'm afraid of weeds. Because look at my body. And the other day I thought, bro, you're not gaining weight. You are gaining continence. I have been unemployed so long. I don't have a CV. I have a throwback Thursday post. And recruiters be like, so what have you been doing for the last 5 years? Me? Character development. Why did you leave your last job? I didn't leave. They just unfollowed me in real life. Yeah, like imagine being so bad they ghost you in person. Even even the bank became a magician. My motorcycle finished after I missed 3 payments. Oh, that's not repossession. That's sorcery. Well, I'm not saying I have hit rock bottom, but I know work from my laboratory. Mm. Mm, yes, sorry for the echo. Just in a soundproof studio. It 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 it. I got a colleague, my lover Ducky. I named him Ducky, the TP of nothingness. He never disagrees with me, never asks for a raise, only quack back when I cry too loud. You know, you are unemployed when the only meeting you attend is with your imagination. Now let's talk about love and work. Same thing, right? You apply, get ghosted, and Adam Pro. I proposed to my girlfriend once. I kneel and I give it a pause. She thought I was giving her a ring. It was not just a wedding ring. It was a fish hook. She slapped me so hard. Oh, no. My relationship sailed away and hit a ring. And she only came back when I got my inheritance. I'm now rich, literally. I got my inheritance. Suddenly I become the one. Turn out she is not just the girlfriend. She is a magician assistant. Disappears when I'm broke and reappears when I'm rich. Woohoo! What a ride! Dating and job interviews feel the same these days. Profile picture, filter. Resume, light. Promises. We will call you. Never do. I once went to a blind date. At the end, I said, text me when you reach home. She never did. It has been 5 days.
Oh.
Sure.
Guys, I think she is homeless. And dating apps? Oh, you're talking about dating apps, right? Every girl I met with says she is into long walks on the beach. I say, me too, especially when the job center is closed. My brain is unemployed too. You know, it's bad when even your thoughts say, sorry, we are not hiring. I try to be optimistic. I told myself, you are not unemployed. You are just in creative limbo. That's Schrodinger's intern. My dad always say, Don't follow your dreams unless they are achieved. Thanks, Dad. And wait, what? How do I achieve them if I don't follow them? Where are we going, Dream? Nowhere. That's it. Stop following me. So yeah, I got fired again. Now I sit on a toilet, talk to a dog. Hi, dog. Hi, dog. Hi, dog. And get dating advice from YouTube Shorts. My resume is now one page because that's all I did. One job, 1 week. But it keeps showing up because even if you are unemployed, unloved, and unfollowed, you still get one thing: a mic, a stage, and a dog that believes in you. Right, Becky? Back to Raisha. My ducky said.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't want to say this, but I will say this.
Just say it. It's ET. You can say anything.
It giving Indiana Jones, but like the community theater versions. You you look like Indiana Jones if he got rejected from both archaeology and children's party. You look like Indiana Jones if he took a gap year and never come back. See, Suraj agree. All right. Quick break. From trauma rotation, let's talk about my mom. My mom taught me all the traditional skills: cooking, cleaning, crying quietly.
Oh.
My mom still thinks I work in marketing because I'm still branding my trauma as jokes. She once said that if you keep joking like that, you will die alone. She also told me that man who doesn't fit you doesn't deserve to fuck you.
I like your mom already.
Jokes on her. Because I have passive income called husband, and I still don't fuck him. So yeah, so happy Mother's Day, Mom. And that's sad, right? My life is sad, so I'm happy. Like at least now once per month, I got to meet you guys and have fun a little bit, you know. And yeah, again, this is well, this is not about me, and I'm gonna call our headliner the funniest guy should be, right? Our headliner. The number 5 comic, he is Sai. He's bald. He's bald. He's about to blow your wigs off. A coder turned comedian, not the other way around. He performs all across Bangalore and is preparing to record his first special soon with my name is Bolt, James Bolt, 000. Here's Sai.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for staying on till the end. I was pretty sure that everybody's going to drop off. I'll be performing just for Resha and maybe Lorna, but thank you for staying. Appreciate that. You know, the coolest and the hottest thing about me is my bald head. especially when the seasons change. And for people who don't believe in climate change, let me tell you, it's true. It does happen. I'm a late bloomer in life. I got married a few years ago, 5-6 years ago, to a beautiful woman. I think she's in the audience right now. She'd better be. If she's not, then I'm going to have a chat with her. To a beautiful woman is a data scientist. And you know, the early blush of marriage, soon after we got married, she was in bed, lying down in bed, and she was looking at me. And she says to me, you know, your hair, and she's a data scientist, so she understands how to present data, what data, or the shape of data. So she looks at me and says, you know, your hair reminds me of a binomial distribution. There's nothing over here. There's very little over here. There's very little on the soles of your feet. And it peaks in the middle. Now, the only good thing about this is that I'm glad that she's not a competitive archer or a shooter. Because then the bullseye would be somewhere down there.
Ooh.
We have a happy family, I think. We have a 4-year-old at home. He's a great kid. Most of the time, he's amazing. Except that off late, when it's time for his next set of vaccinations, I think he's turning into a 70-year-old MAGA Republican. Because the other day, we had to get him ready for his vaccinations. He was sleeping, so I went to wake him up. And he's like, Daddy, I don't want to be woke.
Oh, yeah.
And then he starts yelling about this house having too many rules. And he's also anti-vax now. But this set is not just about my family. We need to talk about a few things related to balding, because that is what we're here for, to discuss the state of my hair. You know, a lot of things are becoming woke. For example, if you're very short, you used to be called a midget or a little person. Now you're called vertically challenged. But one thing that is never going to become woke is how we talk about baldness. Let me give you an example. Say you want to set up your friend who's lost an arm with another friend of yours. And let's call your friend Sudhir. So you say, hey, friend, hey, you should meet my friend Sudhir. He is differently abled. That's what you'd say today. When you first lost your arm, people used to say handicapped. From there, we graduated to disabled, and now we say differently abled. But if you were to set me up with a friend of yours, you'd say, hey, meet my friend Sai. He's bald. You'd never say, hey, meet my friend Sai. He's differently haired. You'd never say that. Life's unfair to bald people. It's just not right. And it's not just how we talk about bald people. Abby, I can see that you're putting up your hand. Yes, we're on the same wavelength, man. So it's not just about how we talk about baldness. It's also how we how we take in baldness, how we interact with bald people. Say, for example, you're in a room and a guy walks in with a cap. And then he comes inside the room and takes off the cap. If he has a full head of hair, you say to yourself, oh, it must be hot and sunny outside. But if the guy is bald, you say to yourself, oh, he's wearing a cap to hide his baldness. He is lying to us. That's what you say to yourself. But if a woman walks in wearing a push-up bra, you don't say to yourself that, oh, she's lying to us. You say to yourself, oh, she's lying for us. Thank you. I'm telling you, life is not fair to bald people. And here's another secret about bald people that you don't know. Any group of friends can have at the most one bald person in that group. So if you are the bald person in your friend group, it's your job, and somebody else is starting to become bald, it becomes that person's job, the person who's becoming bald, to exit the group and find another circle of friends. Just like, how lions do it. When a lion wants to start his own pride, the lion exits the group and starts another pride. The only exception to this rule is if you're a bald person who's also gay and in a relationship with another gay bald person, that's the only time two bald people can be in the same area. That's just how the rules are. There's another thing. Baldness, for some reason, it gives everybody permission to give you advice on fashion, on style. Let me tell you what happened to me when I was starting to become bald. I had a friend, very close friend of mine. We grew up together. Big, short guy, nerdy guy, thick glasses, those kind of things. And he noticed one day, like looking at me like that through his thick glasses. And he said to me, "Hey, man, I think you're losing hair. I would shave it off. Let nature take its own course." That's not fair, because I never said to him, "Hey, man, I think you're going blind. Just stab yourself in the eye. Let nature take its own course." It's not fair. And it's not just how we talk about it. Even rituals, from society, we get pressure because we are bald. And I'm going to tell you a story which really showcases this. So like I told you, recently married. My wife and I have been married for about 6 years. And one of the rituals, okay, but let me stop there. How many of you know anything about Indian weddings? I think a few of us are not Indian, a few of us are. How many of you guys know about Indian weddings? Please go ahead and unmute yourself. You can tell me what you know. You must have watched Indian weddings in movies.
Dance. Sorry, that's the only thing I know.
I'm an Indian, so I know everything about Indian weddings.
All this color.
Irritating relatives.
I am an Indian, so I know everything about Indian wedding.
No, that's true. Irritating relatives. Abhishek, yes. But there might be some things you don't know about my wedding. I'll tell you, I'll get to that next. But irritating relatives is part of every wedding, Abhi. It's not just Indian weddings. All right. So what you don't know about Indian weddings, people who've not been married to an Indian person through in the Indian way, is that apart from all these colorful dances and colorful clothes that people wear, there are all these small rituals that are happening all around it. Okay. For example, one of the rituals that I learned when I got married is that both the girl's family and the guy's family in our culture, we meet at the same place at a venue. And when the groom is coming into that venue, it's the responsibility of the father of the bride to welcome the groom with a tray of gifts, small, useful things, nothing expensive. And it happened to me that I was arriving at the venue and my father-in-law was standing there with a tray of gifts containing a bunch of things. And you know how how videographers are, not just Indian videographers, all videographers get really excited when they see some important ritual happening. And this videographer saw me take that tray from my father-in-law. And he wanted to take a video of me with all the items on that tray. And he said that. And as soon as that happened, there was my wife's cousin who was very close to. We were like, oh, good friends. And I noticed that he was starting to look a little uncomfortable. And so was my father-in-law. Both of them looking a little uncomfortable about, I don't know if this is a good idea. They were trying to tell me not to do it. But my wife has a granduncle who was insistent on the rituals being followed and everything being done the correct way. So he said, no, we should do this. We should do this. And slowly people started looking at each other as if, this is a terrible idea. So I start picking up, and my job was to pick up stuff from that tray and hold it up so that the guy would take a picture of that. So the first thing that was on the tray was a wallet for keeping money. Thank you, father-in-law. Picked up the wallet, took a picture. Next was a towel, which is another useful thing. I guess you expect her to take a shower. So I picked up the towel and took a picture. Also good. And right at the bottom, hidden beneath all these things, was also a comb and a mirror. And the videographer insisted that I pose with the mirror and the comb, looking exactly the way I look like right now, which is why I'm trying to say society is not kind to bald people. But it's not all doom and gloom. There is a silver lining to this, and that I learned later. The one good thing about being bald is that my wife likes it. Because I have what you can't see through the mirror, through the camera probably, is that I have little wisps of hair all over. And every time she runs her hand over my head, she gets excited. It's Pavlovian, because as far as I can understand, as far as I interpret it, to her, one ball with a few wisps of hair is as good as any other ball with a few wisps of hair. With that, Resha, that's my story of being bald. Hope you'll be kind to other people who are bald in your friend circle. Back to you.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to react. I mean, I talk, so yeah, that's a disclosure. So
You're
yeah,
not
okay.
bald, so yeah.
If I could, I got a lot of hair. Okay, guys, give it up for Sai and his whole story. Very bold.
Very bold. Good one.
And thank you so much for that, side of the life that we're not really aware, So thank you so much for sharing. And I think, oh my God, this already a wrap up. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna take all of the comedians to the stage, meaning to the how to say, to the screen, meaning that Sai has to do it.
I'll do it. Give me one. Spotlight Suraj first, followed by, I think Vikram was second, right? Let me get Vikram next.
Yeah.
Bald with Suraj, you know the rule, man. Abby third, ET fourth,
Sorry.
and myself next.
Yes.
Here we all are.
All right. Yay. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for sharing the funny bits, and really funny. I cannot stop laughing. And also I'm gonna, go back to sleep after this. Probably thinking about a cat. I don't know. And weird things I found in my life, thanks to Abby. Oh my God. And yeah, Vikram, you're always very technical and I'm not. Yeah, well, so no comment. It's just too fast. Okay, so full disclosure, English is not my first language, so.
Great.
All right. Yeah, before that, I would love to hear if anybody here, the audience, would like to say something to our performers. We probably start with Suraj. Anybody wants to say something for Suraj?
Before that, give it up to your host, Resha.
Yeah, Resha!
Okay, guys.
You are not a virgin anymore, yeah, Resha. Oh, I mean in MCing, yeah.
No, I actually I did host. I mean the only time when I do host a comedy event, that was on my farewell roast in Lisbon. So there were like the best 7 comedian in Lisbon roasting my vagina. So this is better, I guess.
So that's where the
No, you can sue ET for defamation. You just said you're not a virgin in public. That you can make this is your time to be a millionaire. We will all be witnesses.
He's unemployed.
You will get nothing, literally. You can get my ducky. Come on, ducky, go with her.
If you could ask our audience to turn on their videos, and I'm going to remove everybody from Spotlight so that we can all listen to the audience feedback. Any suggestions to the comedians? Any feedback to specific on some jokes that you liked?
Yes.
That'd be wonderful.
Come on, guys.
Encourages us to dig a little deeper on those jokes. Where do I go next?
Yes. Come on, guys. Say something.
Did I get everybody off Spotlight? I think Abby, I'm going to Spotlight, and ET, you also remove Spotlight. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any feedback or any thoughts on the jokes you heard tonight, please do share it with us now. Okay, Resha, do you mind if I ask people specifically?
Oh, yes, sure.
All right. Nandini, you were there from the beginning. Muzaki, you too. Pallavi, welcome. And you were there from roughly the beginning. What do you guys like about the jokes? Any comedians that you liked? Any jokes that you liked?
Yeah.
Priya,
Wow,
I know.
deafening.
Yeah, you know.
All right.
Can I? Oh,
Yeah,
there's
go ahead,
someone.
Pallavi.
I think there
Pallavi-
was someone. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
Pallavi's
please,
videos on.
Pallavi.
No, sorry.
Hi, Pallavi, please. Yes, you can.
Hi guys, hello. It was really funny. Like a lot of jokes were really funny. My favorite was actually Abby, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Yeah, I really like the silent alarm joke. That really got me. It was really funny. And of course, Chan, I think he was not in the lineup, but the touching story about his mother was really good. It really hit some emotional strings there. So all right. I mean, that's all, guys. Thank you. I just thank you so much for doing this. It was really good. If there's more coming up, I would definitely like to join and hear it.
I'll message you. It happens every month, so I'll message you the next time.
Thank you.
Heru, Kit, what about you guys? Muzaki?
Yuki is working, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not coming on video, but I really enjoyed the whole set. Everybody said it was a fun way to start Mother's Day. So thanks. I'm interested, definitely listening into more of your monthly chats. It's on Sunday morning. It will be fun. Yeah, to get the Mother's Day started.
And you have to
Thank you
vote.
again for having
Who do
me.
you vote for? Kit, you'd better be voting for me.
I know. I do not like to vote, so like everybody said.
So American. I don't like to vote.
I know. I just thought everyone did a great job. So thanks.
Great.
Anyone else have any feedback or any recommendations, suggestions on the jokes or the comedians or the entire event? If you want to know more about it, I think ET shared the link to the WhatsApp group where we post information about upcoming events. You can join that, or you can talk to your point of contact and have them let you know when the next event is going to happen. Lorna, I'm going to spotlight you so that you can close this out.
Okay. So our next event is on the 15th of June, which is a Sunday. Same time, same place. And hopefully we will attract a bigger audience. Hopefully also more people will sign up to perform. So I'm really looking forward to that. Our focus will be on youth, whether it is about me wanting to be younger before my big birthday in July, or just youth as people, young people. So that's our theme for the next time. So I'm looking forward to you working around that. I was thoroughly entertained by your boldness, Sai. Thank you so much. And your Indiana Jones look. E.T., it was wonderful. And Suraj, I can say your name correctly now. Thank you very much for making us understand how to say your name. And yeah, Vikram, I want to know more about that stock exchange and that financial column of yours. So I know you're going to come back with all of that. And Abby, you never cease to make me laugh. That is an absolute. I know I'm going to laugh. I had to put the camera off because you don't want to see me laugh. I've got the ugly laugh and the nice laugh. So you really don't want to see how I look when I really, really laugh a lot. And that is what happened today. So thank you so much. And Raisha, you did a wonderful job hosting us today. And we look forward to more vagina monologues very soon. Okay, back to you. Sai, you want to close us out completely, or is mine the closeout?
I'm just going to say, everyone, have a great evening and see you next at the next coming event, which is June 15th. Same place, same time. And good night. Have a great evening.
Thank you, guys.